This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, the final report of the South East Marine Protection Forum is released, but there is doubt about its efficacy. Invercargill City Council staff members shaved their heads to raise money for the Cancer Society. And vandals attacked memorial birch trees on the Queenstown lakefront, causing concern for Queenstown residents. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. Stakeholders and University of Otago academics have expressed doubts about the effectiveness of recommendations designed to protect marine areas off the Dunedin coast. The recommendations are contained in a final report of the South East Marine Protection Forum, which gives the government two options to consider. Roselle LeBone explains.
The South East Marine Protection Forum has presented its final report on marine protection for the South Island's east coast. The report is the result of 3 years' work by the Forum, which includes representatives of kaitahu, commercial and recreational fishers and the environmental sector. Recreational fisher Steve Bennett and commercial fisher Simon Gilmore say it was a struggle for the group to reach a consensus, and not all stakeholders are entirely convinced about the final report.
When it comes to our iconic seabirds and our mammals, that work will have to be done separately. It is, and that's our disappointment with this process. Yeah. Millions have been spent and we're no further down the track of tackling the issues on this coast.
We tried for a while to get consensus, and unfortunately the two sides of the story were polar opposites. So hence the two networks that have been put forward.
Network 1 includes 6 marine reserves and 5 protected areas with fishing restrictions, while Network 2 includes 3 marine reserves with 2 protected areas with fishing restrictions. Network 1 also prohibits the commercial harvesting of bladder kelp north of the Otago Peninsula.
I think having gone through the process, the effort we put in, the advice we received, that the two networks that come out represents the views that were within the forum. I think no one is happy, but then I think there's probably a reason that reflects what is probably a reasonably good compromise outcome.
The Science Media Centre asked experts to comment on the forum's recommendations today. Several University of Otago professors said the report's recommendations were compromised by the views of various stakeholders. University of Otago Professor Liz Sluton has called the report disappointing. She says the kind of stakeholder group involved tends to result in the lowest common denominator, with the environment losing out every time. Professor John Cockram says the Otago coastline is an especially important area for marine reserves. He believes the proposed marine protected areas in Network 1 would provide some protection of foraging areas for coastal seabirds such as the yellow-eyed penguin. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Dunedin man Jason Carl Blackler was found guilty of killing his best friend following an alcohol-fuelled argument at their home in October 2016. At the Dunedin High Court this afternoon, the jury returned a unanimous guilty verdict after 3 hours deliberation. On October the 25th, 2016, the pair were drinking at their Brockville Road flat, allegedly consuming a whole bottle of Jägermeister and a box of beers. During his police interview, Jason Carl Blackler wept and apologised for killing the dad he never had. Blackler was remanded in custody and will be sentenced next month. The full story by court reporter Rob Kidd is in the Otago Daily Times. 4 Invercargill City Council staff members shaved their heads to raise money for the Cancer Society today. Share the Hair for Cancer involved council staff members who have experienced the wide-reaching effects of cancer. Sharon Rees has more.
It was a close shave for 4 Invercargill City Council staff members today. John Youngson, Barbara Grieve, Anne Thompson and Ronnie McCourt took their seats in council chambers to lose their locks for the sake of cancer awareness and to raise funds for the Cancer Society. As the clippers made tracks through their hair, the nerves were showing. But the staff members were cheered on by a crowd of friends and family, and within minutes, each of them sported a new look. John Youngson, who has battled prostate cancer for the past 6 years, said the event was a great way to raise awareness in a fun way.
I think until you've really been through it, you don't know what's involved. And once you have, then if you can do something like this, it makes it a bit fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's great.
And how do you feel after that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm older. Yeah. God. Yes, older.
Barbara Grieve said she dealt with the effects of cancer after losing family members to the disease and said she participated to honour their memory.
I just wanted to help make a difference, encourage more people of my friends and family to maybe donate more, because I was doing something more than just walking the track. I've got family and friends that have passed because of cancer and have survived with cancer, so it's really just in honour of them.
And she only had one feeling when it came to her new style.
Cold. Which is wonderful. Well, won't have so many problems with the hot flushes now, maybe.
More than $1,000 had been raised before the event and more money was being donated throughout. All proceeds will go to the Cancer Society and Relay for Life. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Yesterday, National MP and the party's strategist, Stephen Joyce, announced his retirement from politics and Parliament. Dunedin's National member Michael Woodhouse told The South Today he's naturally sad that Stephen Joyce has chosen to retire. However, Woodhouse says he completely understands his decision to seek a new challenge and spend more time with his young family. He leaves with the legacy of being a vital cog in the key English government and can be very proud of his achievements. Memorial birch trees on the Queenstown lakefront have been vandalised. It's believed a knife and a small axe might have been used to carve shapes in the bark. Mina Amso reports.
The birch trees are a prominent feature of marine parades in downtown Queenstown. They were planted as a memorial to the fallen soldiers of World War I. But last week, 3 of the trees were attacked with a large knife by some unknown individuals.
Yeah, I'm quite upset about this, I must admit. I look after these trees and I work hard at it.
The cuts in the trees are an entry point for decay and disease, and Errington is concerned the trees could be stunted or even die.
First of all, you're disrupting the flow of sugars to the roots, and a tree is a bit like an animal or a human, and it needs nutrients, it needs energy, and those sugars are energy. So you can get fungal disease, which decay the wood and make it brittle and snap, or you can get other diseases, beetles which get in there and also mine at the wood and dig away at it and eat it.
Errington is also concerned about evidence of fresh cuts made in a number of Lombardy poplar trees at Queenstown's St Omer Park.
Unfortunately, somebody is pruning them, appears on a regular cycle in order to stop them from gaining their natural height.
Errington wouldn't speculate about who might have caused the damage or their motives, but he is calling out to people who have any concerns about tree plantations to come forward.
But please don't take it into your own hands and start chopping yourself.
Errington hopes wounds in the bark of the birch trees will heal over in time. Mina Amso, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, we look back on the life of local Dunedin educator and identity Rakesh Pandey, and she's being found. After more than a month, missing dog Meg is reunited with her family.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. The Terminus.
Hi, Lindsay at Alex Campbell Menswear. We have our 3 stores on sale. It's our summer clearance sale. Look at all these t-shirts, 50% off. Look at all these polo shirts, 50% off. Look at all these woven shirts, short sleeves, 50% off. And there's more. Shorts. All these shorts, 50% off.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
But wait, there's more. 25% off all our regular lines off the normal price.
Free heart transmission. Please open your heart.
She is flowing freely. She is nourishing. She is loving.
Call Sunny Chin for peace in your heart.
EFTPOS, point of sale and cash registers. Rent, lease or buy. Mobile EFTPOS and fixed terminals. Short or long-term rentals. Contact Anything's POS today. 0274 361 474.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477 1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
Welcome back. Dunedin educator Rakesh Pandey died in Dunedin Hospital yesterday morning. He founded Big Picture Learning and its Motivation Unlimited around more than 30 years ago. His passing was announced to some with a death notice in this morning's Otago Daily Times, and also when his family posted on his Facebook page. We find out more about Rakesh and the positive impact he made on so many people on the South Today tomorrow. Our thoughts are with his family and friends. The long-running saga of a missing dog has had a happy ending. After being lost for more than a month, 6-year-old Lab Huntaway Cross Meg was reunited on Monday with her owners.
Dunedin's Andy Cunningham is one grateful dog owner. His beloved Meg has been living rough for over a month.
As far as I'm concerned, she's home and the universe has provided. And that is something that I never thought yesterday at 2 o'clock I would be saying today.
Meg is recovering at the Dunedin Wildlife Hospital after she was found at a remote gully near the spot where the car in which she was travelling rolled and crashed at the end of January. With a dislocated or broken right leg, dislocated or broken left toe, severely dehydrated with an infection, Meg somehow survived 5 weeks in the wild. The car accident Meg was involved in happened while the Cunninghams were away in the Wairarapa. When Meg vanished from the scene, Andy caught the first plane back to try and find the dog who helped him walk again after a back injury left him paralysed.
A friend of ours who was taking Meg and her dog to the beach had rolled her car, and in the accident Meg had disappeared. The other dog was okay and had stayed by the car, but Meg had gone. And so we rushed to Wellington Airport to get a flight back. Our friends spent the whole day trying to find her.
Andy had a bad spine accident and was paraplegic for a while and really needed the stimulation of a dog that needed to be walked to make him get up and get going. So he would literally, on his crutches, take her to the beach for a walk, and so she was what nagged him into getting back on his feet.
Meg remained hidden for weeks, licking her wounds, which became infected. But despite her condition, there was no hiding Meg's enthusiasm when she saw her family again.
Raywin Waller spotted her and basically phoned and said, I think we've seen your dog, we can't get near her, but come and have a look and see if it's your dog. And so obviously we went herring down there. She was in a very inaccessible part of their farm, so we had to kind of get as far as we could get in our four-wheel drive and then get onto their more serious four-wheel drive and go there. And as soon as we walked towards her, she just stood up as well as you can stand up with 2 broken legs, kind of wagged her tail.
Meg is currently on IV and antibiotics. She is possibly looking at losing her right front leg and potentially receiving a prosthetic paw. The ongoing cost and rehabilitation are all worth it for the Cunninghams, who say Meg is a member of the family. After a 5-week ground search involving countless volunteers, Landsar and a social media campaign, these relieved pet owners never quite gave up the belief they would see Meg again. Rosella Bone, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, an elderly driver collides with another vehicle at a Dunedin petrol station, and hungry Dunedin students tuck into free food as part of an alcohol awareness campaign.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
135 Cumberland Street is a brand new, recently listed Category 1 heritage building right in Dunedin's warehouse precinct. Only a short walk to the Opticon in the central city. These are warm, well-insulated, self-contained apartments with all you need for a short or long stay. With beautiful views onto the harbour, these Airbnbs at 135 Cumberland Street come highly recommended for your stay in Dunedin.
Oh, I'm not happy with this product demonstration, Ralphie. Oh, relax. It's all about balance. The balance between softness and strength. And my balance is perfect. So we won't fall? Of course not.
Hi, Ralphie.
Oh, hey there. Whoa. You fell for it. Yep, I fell for it. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust. I'm Cotton Soft on the environment too.
EFTPOS, point of sale and cash registers. Rent, lease or buy. Mobile EFTPOS and fixed terminals. Short or long-term rentals. Contact Anything's POS today. 0274 361 474.
Hi, Lindsay at Alex Campbell Menswear. We have our 3 stores on sale. It's our summer clearance sale. Look at all these t-shirts, 50% off. Look at all these polo shirts, 50% off. Look at all these woven shirts, short sleeves, 50% off. And there's more. Shorts. All these shorts, 50% off.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
But wait, there's more. 25% off all our regular lines off the normal price.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikorai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
At Action Engineering, the team make their mark as innovators in engineering because they don't just make things, they provide solutions. Call now on 477 1643 or go online to see the services they provide.
Thanks for staying with us. An elderly driver lost control of his car at a Dunedin petrol station this morning and collided with another car before crashing into a bollard.
Police, St John and Fire and Emergency New Zealand were all at the scene of a car accident around 11:30 this morning at the Z station on Kaikorai Valley Road in Dunedin. Police say an elderly man lost control of his vehicle. It then hit another vehicle and a safety bollard. The elderly driver was freed from his car around 11:30 a.m. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Today saw free food being handed out to hungry students in Dunedin. The event was fronted by William Wairua as part of an alcohol awareness campaign.
Free bacon butties were being served up to all at Dunedin's Museum Reserve today. And adding to the spectacle was the attendance of celebrity William Wairua. The free food was to draw attention to a campaign headed by former University of Otago student Matt Claridge, who now is the spokesperson for Cheers New Zealand, encouraging people not to drink on an empty stomach.
Without preaching and telling people how to drink, it's about giving them some tools and information to drink better, and eating a bit of food while you're drinking is actually a really good thing, both for your health and well-being.
However, both Cheers New Zealand and this nationwide free bacon butty campaign are funded by Foodstuffs, who own one of the country's major alcohol retailers, Liquorland. While that retail chain is in the business of selling alcohol, the company's CEO Brendan Laurie said they were actually campaigning for a more responsible approach to drinking.
Yeah, look, I mean, you know, Liquorland, Pack and Save a New World are supporting this, and what we're actually saying is that, you know, you never want to be that guy or that girl at a party. You know, excessive drinking is never okay, and it's not cool to be, you know, that drunk and that out of control. And so we want to be the voice of a proactive message saying, you know, let's have a different conversation. Let's change the agenda around, in particular, 18 to 24 age brackets, around a different approach to drinking.
William Wairua's social media status, with 59,000 Facebook followers, saw him well recognised by the crowd. He was chosen because of his appeal to the 18 to 24-year-old demographic and being a keen advocate of socially responsible behaviour.
Yeah, I used to work at Oranga Tamariki looking after you know, vulnerable children, child, youth and family it used to be called. So, you know, I worked there and I saw some stuff there, and I've always wanted to do things that can help out.
Recent research suggests that eating a single bacon butty can take half an hour off your life expectancy. Liquorland's CEO said it doesn't have to be a bacon butty that you eat while drinking their wares.
No, it definitely doesn't have to be a bacon buddy. We're using the bacon buddy here in terms of, and we've got William Wairua fronting it in terms of our social media guy, and it's just about eating largely the you can eat whatever you like.
And the passing students certainly seemed keen to consume some of the message being handed out. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
And now it's time for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Well, we'll have all the cricket in the paper tomorrow. Game's still going on, so hopefully the weather's not going to affect it this evening. It should be a really exciting finish. So we've got some colour stories on that, and also we'll have the results. There's an interesting issue with this marine reserve protection between Timaru and Waipapa Point, Southland. There's two proposals that have been put out, and as often happens when you try to do a compromise, neither side seems particularly happy with either of them. So not quite sure where that will go, but we've got all the details and a big graphic on those tomorrow. Well, also, you might notice in Dunedin we'll be painting the town Ed ahead of the concerts coming up. Bath Street, there's some artists working on a big mural of Ed Sheeran from tomorrow, so that could be worth having a look out for.
Definitely, it's a new take on painting the town red.
yeah, no, that's good. And also an interesting story about how long term we might get children back onto bikes going to school. The issue is more than just safety, apparently. It's also giving kids confidence to ride. The parents have to accept that they're going to be on the streets and not worry too much about them. So
wonderful, thank you. So you can read about that in tomorrow's paper. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Today's southern view is taken of a clear sky over Dunedin. Looking at the situation, a low pressure system moves across the North Island, causing a cool southerly airflow to be dragged over the South Island, bringing coastal showers and colder temperatures. A ridge of high pressure will move over southern districts at the weekend, with milder temperatures early next week. Looking at the southern towns, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden, you're all in for a risk of showers with moderate winds and a high of 14. Going westwards to central, Alexandra and Queenstown can expect light winds, some cloud and a high of 17. Te Anau will be becoming fine with milder winds and a high of 14. Looking at the weather for further north, light winds with the risk of showers along the coast, with Oamaru at 15 and Timaru a high of 16. Drier inland with some cloud and a high of both 18 degrees for Almarama and Twizel. In Dunedin tonight it will be cloudy with an overnight low of 10. Tomorrow sees cloudy skies with a few light showers around the middle of the day, light northeasterly winds at first tending southwesterly during the afternoon, cool temperatures 15 and 9, and mostly cloudy on Friday with a few light showers at times, moderate winds 13 and 8 degrees. And in Invercargill it will be cloudy tonight with an overnight low of 9. Tomorrow sees a period of showers during the morning with colder winds freshening then clearing, and sunny periods developing during the afternoon and winds decreasing 14 and 7, and it should be becoming fine and sunny on Friday with light southwesterlies 15 and 7. And that's our news for this Wednesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. I hope you have a fantastic evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.